Hey everyone, in this video we're going to get straight to the point and learn highly advanced knowledge on how you can start generating sales on your dropshipping store with little to no money using counterintuitive strategies. Okay, the knowledge you're about to learn has been curated from 7 and 8 figure dropshippers like myself. It's been studied by algorithm experts and it's been battle tested to give you the highest possibility of success on the TikTok platform. Okay, this information genuinely can't be found anywhere else for a reason. And that's because a lot of people you see posting videos on this subject have never actually done any of the things they teach. We're going over the science of how the algorithm works so that you can get a full, in-depth understanding on what you need to do. Okay, so many people face the same issues on getting TikTok organic to work, and what usually ends up happening is, say you post 5 to 10 videos on TikTok, the first couple get a few thousand views, maybe, and then every video flatlines at a certain spot, like say 500 views. And it doesn't matter what you do, but all the content you post ends up with the same flatlined results. I'm going to teach you exactly why that happens from the back end side of the algorithm and how you can combat that and separate yourself from the sea of TikTokers all doing the same things. They're all watching the same videos and applying all the same broken strategies. And many concepts I go over may not be what you want to hear due to how rigorous some of this stuff is, but if you genuinely want to take the proper steps to giving yourself the highest odds of success, then let's jump right into it. Now, first things first, let's get a quick overview of everything we'll learn in this video. And there's 4 pillars to TikTok organic. On pillar 1, we're going to go over how the algorithm works. Pillar 2, we'll go over initial conditions. Pillar 3, we're going to go over the content formula. And then lastly, pillar 4 will be transitioning into paid ads and some other strategies that require a little bit of money. But starting off with pillar 1, how the algorithm works. So here's a simplified back-end view of essentially how content is pushed out from the posting side. When you're the one posting the video, so when you upload content here in the green, the machine learning algorithm will identify what type of content it is, and then it will load into people's feed based off their user plus scenario data, like who the person is and when/where they're viewing it, which will then cycle back and show them the content you just posted. Now, from the viewing side, it's the same thing, just switched around. Content will load into your feed based off your user plus scenario data, and while you're watching it, it'll go through machine learning and start putting labels on your account, from which it'll recycle back into tagging how relevant that content you just watched was, based off your interactions with it. Now, in a more advanced view, once the base framework of the algorithm collects the content data, user data, and scenario data, it attributes these 4 features into determining whether a video should go viral. It'll look at correlation features, which just means how relevant it is to a massive large audience and how many people it will connect with. This will look at all the tags people have on their accounts compared to the tags your video has to determine if it's widely targeted enough to even be considered on going to the FYP. Next is the user scenario features, which just looks at exactly where you're at on the map and what time it is, simply put. And they guess whether or not you'll want to see it during the time frame that you're in or the location you're in. Third is trend features. So this takes account of global trends and considers whether or not the content you're posting would be relevant based off of global trends. And then lastly, the collaboration features, which basically just considers what's popular or relevant in certain niches. It looks at popular keywords and interests, themes, etc. Next, we have the TikTok posting framework. So this is going to take us through all the stops your video will go through in the algorithm before reaching the end goal of hopefully getting millions of views. And you can pause the video and look over this framework because it's a lot to go over. I go over it in a more long form, advanced couple-hour video inside my $10 course, which you can check out in the description if you want to master your understanding. But simply put, on the left-hand side here, your video is going to go through the machine review where it scans your content, collects tons of data, and then it's going to determine whether or not to flag the video and prevent it from reaching people or possibly getting your video taken down by both machine review and then human review. But let's say it's all good to go, no rules were broken. It's then going to reach this middle point and it'll go through what's called the initial traffic pool. And this part's huge because this is the initial pool of around 200 to 300 viewers that watch your video and determine how good the video is. It'll take into account primarily how well the first 3 seconds do and whether or not people swipe or keep watching. This is how TikTok tests your content before pushing it into the main feeds. But once it goes through, it'll go through this big old process here on the right. And to simplify this for the sakes of this video, look at it this way. There's tons of pools on TikTok, small ones, mid-sized ones, and big ones. If your video outcompetes all the other videos in the same pool you're in, it'll elevate to the next pool, and then the next one. And then eventually it'll hit the FYP viral pool where your content competes with some of the top creators on TikTok, and that's the biggest pool of all. It'll trend your video for around a week, and then it'll cool you off and allow other videos to get views. This whole process is an ever-going feedback loop that will either build on itself or it'll fail and crash. One last thing I want to go over is the gravedigger algorithm. This is what happens when you post a video, then 2 2 or 3 weeks later, it randomly starts getting tons of views. And the way this works is TikTok will dig back on old videos you posted and revive some of your dead videos that fell off the feedback loop. They want to make sure good quality content doesn't go to waste because they understand that maybe some of your videos had tons of good variables attributed to them, but for some odd reason they fell off the pool. So it's just a second chance essentially. Now, if you have a TikTok account and it's only getting a few hundred views per post, hopefully you have somewhat of a better understanding to why now. It's very complex. There's never a simple answer, but the key takeaways we can learn from this algorithm breakdown, starting with number 1, are wide niche. Make sure your content is relevant to a wide niche of people. Never go too narrow or else you'll be trying to hit a target from a mile away. It's difficult. Number 2, retain attention span for the first 3 seconds. Make sure your content solely focuses on getting users to watch till the end. Make sure the first 3 seconds are highly engaging and builds as much curiosity as possible. Number 3, hop on trends. If there's a trend, hop on it. Even if you think it's cringy or whatever the trend may be, it will give TikTok one more reason to give you more views. 4, copy success. Make your content in the same style other similar videos went viral. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. TikTok looks at correlation and collaboration features, meaning it has trillions of data points on what has worked in the past. Therefore, you should try to copy styles of videos that have worked in the past. Simple. Number 5, each video is independently judged, meaning every video you make needs to be high quality. Never post low quality videos that relate to other videos or try testing out random things that have low probabilities of success, because quality always favors quantity. For the next pillar, we need to understand how initial conditions work. And what this means is that TikTok will judge and render performance based off of your account history, and render performance based off of your account history and videos or accounts you've opened in the past. For example, if you've ever seen an account on TikTok that only gets like 50 views every single video, even if they're posting high quality content, this just means that TikTok has a bias against them. They don't like the creator that's posting because they view them as low quality as a whole. So how do we make sure the TikTok gods love us? We need to make sure every account we post from and every phone has a brand new, fresh start. Do not post from a phone that has already made multiple other TikTok accounts that have had posts with low performance. This has been split tested multiple times. I've posted on many accounts that have never had bias and many fresh new accounts, and the new accounts always outperformed much better. I'm talking 100K views versus 1,000 views. So if you're currently on a phone or account that has a bias, let's go through the steps to get a fresh, clean start. Really quickly though, if you find this video helpful, shoot me a quick subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you're finding all this information helpful so far. Number 1, new phone. So unfortunately, TikTok tracks the device you're using, so you'll need to switch up the phone that you're on. You can buy a burner phone like this one, a prepaid under 30 bucks from Amazon or Walmart. You don't need to change the phone's IP or location. Also make sure to not use a VPN because there's a heavy bias on quality scores of VPNs. Simply just get a new phone and set up the new account. If you're thinking you can spoof the phone device on your computer, don't do that. Way too complex spoofing the exact packets. But anyways, number 2, new account information. Change the phone number on the account. You can use a non-VoIP or a burner number from any app on your phone like Phoner, and then change the email associated with the account using any email provider, and change anything else that might be associated with previous accounts. Number 3, new content. Make sure your content is new content and never repost old videos or post videos twice. It's a general rule of thumb. TikTok views this as spam, and the second video posted will always get less results. If you're wanting to recycle previous content, put it into the editor and change up some metadata like the filters, the sound levels, the speed, etc. Number 4, first 2 to 5 videos need to be the highest quality / most engaging. If the account fails to hit a decent traffic pool of 10,000 views plus after 2 weeks of posting, then restart this process and post the top 2 to 5 videos from previous accounts into a new account. Make sure they follow the same exact video formats, but make sure it's not the same video. If you want to save yourself some headaches when filming TikTok content for your product, film it a few times over in case the first account performs horribly. That way, when you go to repost on a new account, you already have different content, and that covers the initial conditions. Same concepts apply to paid advertising as well, except on paid ads, you just get a new browser fingerprint and use a new clean proxy instead of buying a phone. Now let's move on to pillar number 3, the content formula. Making high quality content, which is going to be the most important variable of this entire strategy. And instead of me just scrolling through irrelevant, successful TikToks that have worked well in the past, I'm going to give you instructions on exactly what to do in order to make the best quality content for your exact product. Starting with number 1, copy what works. Copy the exact same style that has already worked with a closely related product or your exact product, and then post those as the first few videos. That way we get into the correct traffic pool. A lot of people get the urge to be unique and, stand out from the competition by posting new types of videos, but all you're doing there is shooting yourself in the foot. When you make these crazy new unique video ideas as your first few posts, TikTok doesn't know where to place your content, and you could accidentally end up in the wrong traffic pool. Your post could be loading into feeds of children on accident, and children don't have credit cards. So what you want to do is go on TikTok and find the top performed posts by filtering by most liked, finding your top 2 to 5 TikToks, and then refilming and posting your own filmed version of them as your first few posts. Number 2, curiosity. Making each video have some sort of build-up that gets people to watch for as long as possible to cure their curiosity. It's been studied that the number one way to get leads in business is by curiosity. This is what gets customers through the door better than any other trigger. Things like urgency, controversy, targeted information, etc. All those work great in terms of different goals people have with their sales funnels, but when it comes to TikTok and dropshipping or any online shorts format video, curiosity works 9 times out of 10. That's why if you think about most of the videos you've ever seen on any short form platform like TikTok or IG Reels, they all encompass some ultimate question or some wait to see what happens type of video, and those always do the most because they keep the attention spans engaged for the longest periods of time, and that's what the algorithm likes. If your videos aren't made for curiosity but you still want to incorporate this into your video, you can always incorporate text into the first few seconds that says things like wait till the end, or this is crazy, or have you ever seen this before, words along those lines. Now the only thing it was missing, number 3, CTAs, or call to action. This is where you're placing your website link in your bio, or you're directing people to check out your bio for the purchase link. You can do this inside the video, you can do it in the description, or you can do it in the comment section. If you don't properly take the short amount of attention span time and then get them through the door in your website, you'll get 1 million views with only a few purchases. So ideally you can call users to check out your bio for either a purchase link, or maybe they can learn more information about how the product works if they check out your bio link, or maybe you got a sale that's ending tomorrow. Whatever correlates with your product best. Number 4, target audience research. Figure out who your ideal target is, figure out what types of content they typically consume, figure out what their hobbies are, and everything about them. If you go to the description of this video, you'll get a free Google Doc worksheet where you can fill out a little memoir about who your target customer is. This will help you understand who you're advertising to and what types of content you should be making. You should know who you're selling to inside and out, and I'd highly suggest just taking a day to really study and research who this person is that'll end up buying your products. Now let's go over some good filming strategy ideas for how you could possibly structure out your videos, starting off with number 1, Trojan horse. And what I mean by this strategy is that if you make normal entertaining content, then transition it into an ad, you'll definitely start to rack up views. Here's an example of what I'm talking about.
Bro, I don't want to be here. Alright, fine, I'll be here, but this is the last time. Alright, bet, turn off the lights. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready now.
Wait,
Here
I'm
I
not
come.
ready.
I don't care. Found you. Why'd you turn on the... Whose lights are these? They're mine. Do you like them? Where'd you get them at?
I got them on ledstriporiginal.com.
What the... Really? Damn, they're kind of nice. Yeah, and you could change the colors, look. Damn, bro, that's actually sick. I know, bro. You still cheated, though. Go count again. Okay, fine.
So yeah, as you can see, it hooks people with the normal style TikTok videos, then converts it into an ad at the end. Number 2, replay hacks. One of the best ways to get your video tons of views is by building curiosity behind something and then flashing the answer, the climax of the video, for a quick second, forcing them to constantly replay the video and pause it, whatever you've been building up. So I can't tell you exactly what to do specifically with your product, and this is where your creativity comes in, but I've seen some of the shittiest videos hit the FYP page just using this trick. Completely irrelevant videos, but everyone constantly replays the videos over and over again because they want to try to pause the video right when you flash the climax. Now, you can set it to something like 0.1 seconds, or you can set it to 1 to 2 seconds, depending on what you're flashing. But here's an example of both curiosity and the replay hack combined into one video.
One of the women tried to get with my dude, and one of the chickens tried to get in my coop. Cause you were 1 in a million, there ain't a man like you.
So as you can see in the description, it says wait till the end. It was an unboxing video, which naturally everyone waits to see what's in the box. Then at the very end, it flashes the galaxy projector for around 1 second, and then the video replays. And as a result, it got 1.1 million views and 168,000 likes, which leads me into my next strategy, which is called number 3, unboxing videos. For some odd reason, people just love waiting to see what's inside the box. I don't know why, it's just one of those things that always work time and time again, especially if you complement it with a good song to build up the hype behind behind what's inside the box. This is a good old reliable content strategy I definitely use. And you can refer back to the video I just showed you for the example for this one. Next, the number 4, reverse psychology strategy. And this one's where you pretend like the product sucks or you got scammed or whatever you want to do. Just pretend like you're warning people to not use the product, build up their curiosity behind what the product actually is, and then flip the switch on them. Here's an example.
I'm going to be showing you cheap aesthetics and what not to buy. I'm going to tell you right now that you should not buy this. I know it's Amazon's recommended. Here's the inside of it because it broke. Yeah, so I ordered another one, and this one has all kinds of colors, unlike the stupid boring one. And I mean, just look, it has all these settings on the smart app, and I just don't understand why people are wasting their money on something they can get totally better version of. But anyway, make sure to like and follow.
Now, there's a lot of strategies out there, and like I said, you should copy what already has worked with similar products of yours on TikTok. But let's jump right into the 4th and final pillar called transitioning into paid. So in this pillar, I'll go over both a cheap influencer monetization method, and I'll also show you how to transition into TikTok paid ads, because that's the end goal here. We want to find a few winning videos that would do well enough to at least a break even on TikTok ads at the very top of your funnel. But let's go over the influencer strategy, and that's simply by going to the TikTok creator marketplace, looking around for content creators and paying them to make content for you. You'll send them the product, pay them whatever fee, and tell them the type of video you want to make, and this is going to speed up the entire process for you. From there, you can repost the video, switch it up a little, of course, add something to it, make sure it's not an exact copy, and then you're good to go. And if you want an entire course with over 20 hours worth of more advanced content like this that follows a very unique and targeted strategy to generate sales on your Shopify store, check out the link in the description and you'll get it right away. And you don't have to jump from YouTube video applying all sorts of different strategies, confusing yourself. Copy over what's worked in the past so that you don't hit all the massive roadblocks that beginners typically incur. And you'll get exactly that for 10 bucks. No other hidden charges. But anyways, that's going to cover this video, guys. Now you should have a solid understanding of how you can actually make money with a free TikTok organic advertising strategy. If you learned anything from this video, click that subscribe button, give this video a like, and shoot me a comment, and I'll be posting many more videos just like this one in the near future. See you guys soon.